tryna leave me alone. No, though. Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
My business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh, don't make me have to lose it. No, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed with caution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Older on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop quick, buy drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Keep on coming,
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Jumbo! Kill. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50, Mike, 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That was a considerable gain on that catch by Dante Pettis, and he did the bulk of the work himself. Not surprising. An elite kick returner, he often turns into that when he actually catches the football. We just saw an example of it right there.
Certainly has good bloodlines. His father, Gary, longtime center fielder in the major leagues, now a coach with the Houston Astros.
So maybe that's how he tracks the football downfield. The bloodlines from the dad tracking down fly balls.
Here's McKinnon. And an alley to run. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
6. Go ahead. White. 21. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
3 down. I got you. Flag! Alert 3. Switch. I'll send you. Here we go. Hurry up.
They run it with McKinnon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. 2, 2, 2.
Toss play to McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Hurry up! Like 50. 12, fellas, here we go.
McKinnon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
You got 3 down. 21. 11. Check. Crunch. 12. Check it back.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now McKinnon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11. 21. Here we go. Ahead. 47.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Shoot, run right! No. 319.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
399. Hey, check 26.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
26. 319. We got 3. Hey, check 26. Who's it good?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
12. 21.
Play action. Garoppolo. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
11.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. Garoppolo closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
13. Go ahead.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
4 down. 1, Omaha. 13.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
I got you. Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run by McKinnon, here's first and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, check fire 47. Cut.
Hey, go.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on both.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Zoom.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We have an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run with Morris. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. It's a quarterback sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed, first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, 21. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, go. Let's go. 7 to Mike. 12.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
13. Mike's 47.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They're coming. They're coming. That's where you belong.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight right. Tight right. 4 down. Hey, hot. 6. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Hey, gun. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 13. Check 13.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Morris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Flag! 11. Go ahead. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Strong right. Here we go. Wait, 80. Set hot. Here we go. 50. Set hot. Mike 50. Set hot.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Now remember, still time. They can elect to kick it now from back at the 20.
You have to know what you have mentally from your kicker because the extra points have stressed these guys out all across the league. But I think at this stage of the game, I tried him out there and try it from the 20.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Being chased out left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. But when this ball's tipped in, and that is going to be a safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
18. Back to norm.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
We got chips over here. Gun. Let's overload. Hey, check 26. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah, Liz. Here we go. 58.
On first down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, check 26. Looking good.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Yeah, Liz.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Zoom. You got three down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
One, Omaha. 21. Here we go. They got it. I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere. Joker. Go ahead.
Here again is McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Hey, 21.
Tighten up.
Go ahead. Flag!
First man through. It's the fullback use check. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now the Packers get set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over, But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what I think that factored in. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Crosby connects on the extra point. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. So that one will be accepted.
Here we go. 21.
Check back.
Go ahead.
Check three.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And it's defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They run once more with McKinnon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Hey, check 26.
Back to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
He's back to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
319. Watch twist. Hey, 88. Jumbo. Gun. Slip, coming to you.
They'll look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock.
Let's go. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Back to norm. 319.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with time running out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Whitehead, the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense Making its way back out there. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and that changes everything here in OT. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Whitehead, the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say? When you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
Jumbo!
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing